There has always been the mythical tale of the anger of a short man. Some call it little man syndrome, others call it a Napoleon complex, but whatever you want to call it, it is a spectacle to behold. This week, a man standing at allegedly 4 feet 11 inches, but probably less, let's be honest, lost his cool in a bagel shop. Describing this encounter would be completely pointless, as you really have to see it to understand it. So, for those that have missed it, here is a video clip from that fateful day.
Why is it okay for women to say, oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites? You should be dead? That's okay?
Who said that to you here? Nobody.
Women in general have said it on dating sites. You think I'm making that shit up? Yeah. Everywhere I go, I get the same fucking smirk with the biting lip. Shut your mouth. You're not God or my father or my boss. Dude, you want to step outside? You want to step outside? Huh? I'm not scared, pal. Enough. You shut up, too. Just say, no. Go ahead and attack me, Jake.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I just wanted bagels. I recorded the whole thing. Absolutely.
Oh, and a guy repunched my side. That's okay? What happened? What was that? You know what? Fuck your fucking gun. You think that's funny? That's funny? You think that's funny? All you women drink shit now. All ya. Yeah, all ya. No, you women leave. Stop getting so fucked up.
This video is both funny and sad, or maybe a better word would be pathetic. One might wonder if he lies about his height on his dating profiles. There is a compulsion to empathize with the guy, but the more I found of him, the less I was able to feel bad for laughing at him. Some people have called him Christopher the Hobbit, or Chris the Midget, but perhaps after we look at some of these other clips of his, he will have a few more nicknames for the world to know him by. The first one we will look at was uploaded to his YouTube channel, where he exposes to the world a woman that wouldn't even go back to his place on the first date, right after meeting him off the internet. In the clip, the woman is visibly annoyed, telling our Dwarfian protagonist that she has to go home.
So you don't want to go back to my place?
No.
You don't want to hang out?
No, I'm going home.
You don't want to fool around?
No.
You know I'm spending $750,000, right? It's a lot of money, right? Why not today? I came all the way out to pick you up to hang out for 2 hours? Huh?
Yeah.
So why don't we go back?
Come on, hurry up, Chris.
Why don't we go back to my place for a little while? Why?
Because I gotta go home.
Well,
Can you open the door for me?
where is she? I'm gonna fuck with her again. $750,000 I said I'm gonna spend on her, and she don't even want to let me fool around with her. Really? Here she is, here she is.
Breathtaking. You have to wonder how many videos of him on YouTube are out there. Here's another clip from an encounter at a 7-Eleven with a cashier where he attempts to get police involved after a cashier allegedly asked him how tall he is.
See how tough you are now with the fucking cops here, okay? You want to harass me? Huh? Where's the other guy? Get him over here. Where is he? Get him over here. Get him over here. Get him over here. I'm tired of this bullshit, bro. I'm tired of this. You want me to go outside? I'll go outside. Oh, they didn't tell you what's going on? This is the second, look, I had a big account that I lost over bullshit. I have my own cleaning company. I'm really upset at that. Now I'm living in my car because I didn't get along with my landlord. She treated me like shit.
Why am I here?
So, okay, so I'm getting to that. So I'm already pissed about that as it is, okay? So when I worked the big account in Farmingdale about 2 weeks ago at 2 in the morning, I went to get a coffee. This guy goes, how tall are you? Now I come in here and this guy asks me, what is your height? This guy. I can't even come in here and get a fucking coffee without being harassed. 2 minutes later, you pop.
What do you want?
I want to file harassment charges.
There's no such thing.
That's bullshit.
Okay, well then.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. If I ask the girl how big her tits are, is that harassment?
No.
Well, we have seen how he treats his adversaries, or perceived adversaries. But how would Oompa Chris treat one of his friends? You would think somebody this obviously desperate for somebody to appreciate him would be a very loyal friend, right?
Yeah, ragging on my height all day, you fat fuck. Yeah, you're big tough, ragging on a fucking midget, right? You fat piece of shit. Really? She's gonna make this shit up?
Chris, we've been hanging out all fucking day.
Yeah, and then she wouldn't lie to me. I'm friends with her.
Chris, I didn't say shit. I said they just left because Romeo left. That's all I said.
She told you.
I didn't
She
say
told
anything.
me.
Somebody else said so. I didn't say one word.
The guy said.
I didn't say one word.
He's still denying what he said.
There are at least dozens of more videos of this guy out on the internet, and I think a good one to conclude with would be this one, which was filmed at a library.
We're allowed to videotape. There's nothing wrong with this. I'm not committing a crime, am I? I want to talk to you civilly. Years ago when I lived in
How did you talk to me yesterday?
I'm sorry?
How did you speak with me yesterday?
Are you, wait, I'm sorry, who are you again? Are you
The
Diane?
director of the library.
Okay,
That
I
you
was
called yesterday?
I admit that, and I was upset, and I do admit it, and I apologize.
Okay.
Now, let me explain the situation here. I think I've told you. Years ago, when I started going to libraries, I lived in Deer Park. This is like 7 years ago. Now, I noticed a trend going on here, where I've seen people on their phone.
Would you call the police, please?
For what?
This is the kind of person who makes everybody's lives difficult. In the 7-Eleven video, he mentions that he was living in his car because his landlord was mean to him. After viewing just a few of his videos, how do you think he treated his landlord? It looks to me like this person is unable to keep his mouth shut even when it is for his benefit. Like, for example, having a place to live, or being able to buy a bagel in peace. Those people at that bagel shop probably weren't laughing at Christo's height when he first came in, but you can be certain that they were after he made that scene. You can bet that they found quite a bit of humor in the fact that this man is so insecure that he cannot maintain his composure in public. He has such a fragile ego that he can't even walk down the street without having an issue. I imagine this guy, who some have called a manlet, is going to get a lot more attention when he goes out, and I don't think this is the attention he was looking for. Let this be a lesson for all of us. Be cool, even if you feel slighted, because maintaining a calm demeanor under duress is something that people take note of. However, outbursts like the one we saw in the bagel shop, and at 7-Eleven, and after his probably awkward date, is something much more noteworthy.